it's Rachel. Welcome to my channel. I never thought that I'd be making a video like this, ever. This is gonna be raw, unedited. You're gonna get most of the full story. So you can tell by this video, this is gonna be a video that's about Parker and I, and a couple of other people. Why we broke up. Parker and I met in 2018. We get together in September 19th to be exact, of 2018. And it was magical for about 3 months. He'd send me morning messages. He'd stay up late with me, because I was a night owl, even though he'd have to get up at 5 o'clock to go to work. And we started having problems 3 months in. And honestly, it all began and ended pretty much with theater and music, which is why I kind of despise it at this point. But I'm trying my best to get back into it because it is something that I used to enjoy. And I don't want him to have that power of him taking that away from me. I just don't. Our first Christmas together was a very important time for me. I filmed it. He's not in it because he didn't want to be in any of my videos. He's not a camera guy. He's more like a behind the scenes kind of person. And it's on Biff Lad TV. And it's a very hard video for me to watch, like the second half, because the second half is my Christmas haul. So I show you what I got. I'm wearing his sweater. You can see his jacket in the background. There's cute little notes. I show you what I got from him. And then there's the fox necklace. Now that necklace was supposed to be a promise necklace. It wasn't just any necklace. I didn't like rings, he knew that. But he knew that I would wear a necklace. So he got me one and he said, this is a promise that one day I'm going to put a ring on your finger. As my fiance and as my wife. And I mushed. It made me so happy to know that somebody thought of me that way other than Earl. Because Earl was gone at that point and I was never getting him back. I'm still never getting him back, obviously. But then like right away we started having issues. And it started out being about his stepmother, but I think it went a little deeper than it did. I mean, the following September, like right before our first anniversary, I told him to choose music or me because he was spending a lot of time doing music and I was seeing him less and less and I didn't like that idea. I didn't want to lose him to music, you know, like I get that it's what he liked or what he loved, what he's passionate about, what he wants to do as a career. But I also believe in true love, and when you're madly in love with somebody, you should want to spend time with them. Like a lot of time with them. Your extra time, so to speak. 2019 was a weird year for us. We didn't really think that we were going to make it. And then 2020 happened. Coronavirus. Everything went to shit in the world anyway, so I wasn't really paying much attention to what was happening between Parker and I. And then 2021, I decided that I was going to move to Florida because he was going behind my back and doing things without telling me. There was a lot of verbal abuse, a lot of manipulation from the both of us, but you know, a lot of it, mine usually came from him, even though he said that his came from mine, and it was just a complicated thing. So I moved down to Florida in June to give us some space. I told everybody that I wasn't going to come back because I wanted to scare people into thinking that I wasn't going to come back and that I was more special than I thought I was, and that they would all like apologize and be like, Rachel, we're sorry for hurting you. Please come back. We miss you. And then things will be different. In October, we broke up and I was still in Florida, but I just thought that maybe when I came back in December, I'm going to sneeze. bless me. Anyway, I thought that maybe when I came back in December and he saw me in person, that things would be okay because I knew that he liked my body. Now, I'm not going to go into that because that's a lot of, like, shit shoe. When I came back, he said, I might start a relationship with you again, but we have to wait until after Into the Woods is over because I want to focus on this. I said, fine, whatever. We still continued to hang out a lot, talked every day pretty much. It was the usual. And then in May, right after the show was over, hits me with, we can't contact each other for the next month until June 14th. Can't tell you why, legally. I was like, well, shit. We did end up hanging out 3 times, but that was the longest that I've ever gone without talking to him, to be completely honest. June 14th hits, he does what he needs to do, and shit really hits the fan. So in April, flashback to April, I opened up to somebody that I should not have opened up to. I was supposed to choreograph for a show that he's music directing currently. I mean, possibly, I don't know. Something happened today and I can't talk about it. But I should not have opened up to her. And she told me I should go to the police. And that when I'm ready to go to the police, to let her know. So on the 16th, I went to the police. The 16th of June. I went to the police and reported him. And I'm not going to tell you for what, because obviously that's legal, it's personal, and... Well, the 17th, I contacted this person again and said I went to the police. I wanted her to be aware because he was, like, in her show, and I knew that it was going to affect... I knew that, well, I expected it to affect the show. I don't think it is, but, and I just wanted her to be aware of that. But it wasn't because I wanted to sabotage her show. It was because I wanted some justice for myself. That was the last day that Parker and I have talked. It's now July 1st. And it's been rough. I'm moving back down to Florida because I can't be around all this deja vu. Although it gets easier as the days go on, it's still very painful. We went a lot of places. So I'm moving back down to Florida, hopefully getting my own apartment by October, and just starting a new life for myself. Parker and I are to have no contact until further notice. I don't know when that's going to be, and personally I don't really care anymore because there was just a lot of manipulation between the two of us, but towards the end it was a lot with him. He started lying to me a lot more, and lying to everybody in general. Like, he lied to organizations. I actually received an apology letter from that person that I mentioned earlier today. Like, she sent me an email to apologize. And honestly, it was nice to hear that. Because after she, called me names and told me to do stuff, like, it was nice to know that she finally believed me, or at least, didn't believe him anymore. Because she said, I too have been a victim of Parker's manipulation, and I was just like, I'm sorry that happened to you. He manipulated me into doing stuff by saying things to me like, we're gonna get back together if we do this kind of situation. And it was horrible. It was horrible. There was so much verbal abuse and manipulation in our relationship. But I wanted to hang on because I loved that feeling that I had in the beginning. I'd never felt that feeling before, really, like even with Earl. And I honestly thought that feeling meant that he was supposed to be the one that I was going to marry and have kids with. But apparently I was wrong. Because now we've broken up. We're not in contact. And before I end this video, I just want to give a few shout outs to a couple of people. Hope and Bree and Tanisha, my 3 closest friends. You knew from the start, you all knew from the start that this was going to end badly, and you still stuck with being my friend through the entirety of it. And now with this shit going on, you're still my friend, and I don't know what I'd do without any of you. I'm going to miss all 3 of you so much. My Aunt Cindy, my cousin Angie, Amanda, my St. Albans family. You guys have so much going on in your lives right now, and yet you'd still be willing to take me in if I needed it. And that means the world to me, even though I'm not going to take that offer up because I do have a show going on currently. It'd be too much gas to go back and forth. It still means the world to me that you guys have my back. My grandparents, we haven't really talked much. We don't really talk much. But I know that they sympathize with me, and they always, I always have such a great time with them. They've always been, some of my number 1 supporters of my life, and I love that I still have them around. To my dad, although, he's had contact with Parker because of church, and that hurts me a little bit. At least he knows, at least he believes me now, and he knows a lot of the stuff that's been going on, and he's been trying his very best to support me and be there for me and try to just, keep me from killing myself, basically. And to my mom, the last one, a lot of people at my age will be like, I don't want to hang out with my mom, that's lame, I want to go hang out with my friends. But you want to know why I'm so attached to my mom? Because it's been her and I since day 1, since the day I was born. We've had so many memories together, and I had friends growing up that I went and did stuff with, but they kind of came and went. Even Bree came and went. But my mom never left. I've insulted her and attacked her and whatnot, but she gets over it, and she wants what's best for me. And I can't wait to be close to her again. I'm sorry, I'm hearing a lot of weird noises. It's freaking me out. But anyway, that's the end of this video. I never thought that I'd make this video. And I'm not going to say I hope you guys enjoyed this video, because obviously it probably wasn't very enjoyable, but at least I hope you guys understand. And I hope that you guys are there for me as my subscribers and friends and family who watch. I'm going to try to be back on YouTube consistently. Probably not this month because I just have too much going on with the Book of Alice and with it being my last month at school until I get my associate's degree. But hopefully I'll be consistent again. My dad's home. That's why my dog's barking. I have to go now. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Have a good one.